All right, welcome to another Saturday Night Data Party. This week we are looking at Discord. So if you recall last week, what we did was we looked at Slack, the Slack communities, as judged by SEO software. So to recap, we went through last week and grabbed from the Ahrefs SEO software, but again, you can use any SEO software you like that can track inbound links to a domain, and we plotted out, we just tried to determine, how many of these things are there? How many of these things were there? By the way, if you are watching, please drop a comment in the comments. That's the only way I know that you're here. Otherwise, I assume that it's just me talking to myself, which is perfectly normal. So we brought in all of the known inbound links to the slack.com domain because we can tell from those domains what are the largest communities. And what we looked at was how large are they? What are the terms people use to describe them? And are there ones that were specific to marketing? So let's take a quick look here. We have these 19,000 communities, and we sorted them by traffic. Feedly, Soylent, and so on and so forth. A lot of technology-based communities, no surprise there. The one thing we didn't do last week that probably should is to look at a timeline. So let's go ahead and just create a simple plot here. Let's do, let's see. Let's do a time data frame here. So we'll clean Slack. And we want the first scene and we want, do we want anything more than that? I think that's good. We'll do that, and we'll add in a count. And we'll group by the date. And then we'll sort by the date. If we run that, we should get ourselves a nice little table here. Looks good. And let's turn that into something that's a little more useful. Let's turn that into a line plot. So we'll take our data frame here, and we'll put our count on the y-axis, put our on the left axis, and there's our line chart. Looks nice. Let's go ahead and copy that to our clipboard and paste it in so that we can render it. Now you'll note it is a little bit hard to read. There's a lot of jaggedness there. Some ways you could make that a little bit easier to view would be to turn it, for example, to a simple moving average. So let's do that. And let's turn this into SMA of count and equals 7. That turns it to a simple moving average. And now instead of count, we're going to plot the simple moving average. And that gives us a little bit more of a graphical chart. Now, a lot of the times when we're doing code, people will say, well, you could just do this in Excel, right? You can just do this in Tableau. And it's absolutely true. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with those tools. They are great tools. What is important, though, is that when you write code, as challenging as it can be to get started, you can then reuse it very, very quickly and not have to repeat all the steps that you just did because, again, you've got the code written out. So I'm going to take this and literally going to copy and paste it. We're going to start ourselves a new document here, and we will call this Discord instead of Slack. right? So we're going to change our data folder from data to Discord. Right, and then just do a very quick find replace, just for simplicity's sake, so we're not overriding data frames. Anywhere we use the word Slack, we're going to use the word Discord. And now let's see what we've got. Because again, these are the exact same data files that, from the same tool, so we should have the same format. Let's see what we got here. Yep. So already, we've got Slack brought in. That's exactly right, Chip. We are exactly reusing the previous stuff and doing it with Discord's data instead. I'm just going to double check, as one always should, to make sure that the data is in good condition here. That's what I thought. We've got pulling from the wrong data folder. I knew something did not add up. Okay, so our Discord data frame is 279,000 observations. There's our traffic. Now, let's go through, and something threw an error here. So we need to figure out what threw the error. So it did not like traffic. It's because we didn't do a type convert. It is still throwing traffic as a character. All right, we're going to have to course that manually. There we go. All right, now we can go through, step through this and see how it looks. Still throwing something is still throwing it off, because you can see there's only 33 rows there out of 279,000. There's the force. Let's Discord does not have separate domains. When we look into the domain field here, the link URL, it's all discord.com. See, Slack's links are all, like trustinsights.slack.com. Discord's are all very different. They're structured very differently, so you don't see the a change in the name of the community. So if we pull the domain name on this, of course, we're going to get very, very few. So we need to actually remove that from our code. And let's see what we get here. So we've winnowed down to our 11 variables into both. Now we have a bit of a problem still, right? We have all of these discords, but we don't have distinct domains. So we'll probably have to do just a unique on the link URL itself. So let's do that. Distinct link URL, keep all as true. Now, how many distinct Discord links do we have? 167,000. That's a decent number. And we're sorting by traffic, so let's take a very quick look at our top Discords. Pornhub, no surprise there. If you notice too, we've got instances where we have two different Discords, right, with different links, the older ones and the newer ones, but similar page names. So let's do a unique on the referring page title. I'll just copy this entire line. Page title. And now if we do a unique on that, we should be filtering out the duplicate pages. 114,000 now. Yes, Chip, there's the first few as a preview day show how different it is from Slack's topics. Yes, yes, indeed. Even just a simple, we got online gaming, we've got more porn, Fortnite, Newegg's Discord, online chess, OBS, which is the software we're using to stream this, more porn. I'm sensing a theme here. All right, let's write that out and take a look at. Let's take a look at the text and try and get a sense of what the topics are in here. And we'll use bigram analysis for this, which is when you take the text and you split it up and look for the most commonly occurring two-word phrases. Chip says, didn't realize there was a Newegg Discord server. Yes, there's a ton of these things here. While we're waiting for that to render, let's see, League of Pool Beach Party, Nexus Mods, which I'm Android emulator, Paper.io, Wowhead, which is the World of Warcraft stuff, Super Smash Flash Gaming, NBA streams, watch NBA live streams. So there's some interesting communities in here. Some of these, like obviously some of these are not safe for work. WoW Progress, which is they have Minecraft, more porn. I'm surprised that there aren't more cryptocurrencies. So there's still obviously a very heavy gaming focus on stuff, but I'm honestly surprised to see not to see more like bitcoins and cryptos and other stuff in here. Cracked apps, still more porn, Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get a look at some of the numbers too, out of curiosity here. So traffic, let's see. Twitch's Discord, 2 million visits. MobaFire, 500,000. And these are substantially larger numbers than some of the Slack ones. The Slack ones, you were talking a couple of thousand visitors. And this is so this data should be monthly. Here you're talking hundreds of thousands of visitors. So off of the top of my head, if you are trying to reach a large audience around a specific niche, and it's consumer focused, particularly gaming and entertainment focused, this is definitely the platform to be spending a whole lot of time on. How far in are we here on this tokenization? All right, the tokenization is done. Let's see what we got. We have join Discord, invite links, voice, text. Okay, so nothing super stands out here in terms of the names. Let's take a look now at see if any of these, are there any marketers in the house? 39 Discords. Let's see, blog traffic. Burst report. Oh dear. Traffic numbers on these, almost zero. Okay, so clearly if you're looking to host a marketing community, there really isn't one here to speak of, so I think we can safely rule that out. Let's take a look at, close some of these frames. Timing. And run this. That's a lot more sudden. So let me pull back up and rerun Slack's so that we can do side by side. I don't need the tokenization. I just need the raw chart. Okay, so there's Slack, and you can see Slack, 7-day moving average, number of visits. You start picking up 25, 50, 75, 100 over time. And then we go back to this plot with Discord. We go from essentially crickets until, like, really recently, pandemic would make sense, thousands of visits a day, a month. But these are, I'm sorry, no, these are not visits. These are in number of servers. Yeah, these are unique instances of server numbers because we're using the first seen date when IRFs detected the inbound link. So you have a huge influx of new communities. Again, pandemic, no, not a surprise there, right? This would be the first, right here is the halfway mark of 2020. And right here is about the quarter-way mark. People created a lot of Discord communities, whereas in the Slack world, you're talking about 100 new communities in a day in the same time period. So Discord's huge, but obviously very disparate. If we look numbers-wise, we clean these out. We had 19,000 Slack communities that were detectable, that were unique in this time period, had 114,000 Discord communities. It's bigger by an order of magnitude, and it's happened much more quickly. So if you are marketing and you're thinking about where you want to build your house, if you're doing it B2B, I think Slack is probably the place to do it, right? There's not a ton of competition. There's obviously not as many new communities being created each day, although these curves definitely are eyebrow raising. If you're B2C in gaming, entertainment of any kind, it's got to be Discord, and there is more competition for eyeballs. It is huge, and there are some neighborhoods that understand that you're going to get. There's a lot of people on them, but there are some topics and things that your company may not feel comfortable. I'm not saying being next to, because all Discord servers are functionally independent. They don't like cross over each other, but just know that the audience overall has many more varied interests on Discord than they do on Slack, just from looking at the names and the topics of them. If you're interested in seeing more of this data, or you want to talk about it, please join our free Slack group. I know we now look so lame because Discord's so much bigger. But join our Slack group. Go to trustinsights.ai/analytics for marketers and talk about this, look at some of this data, questions you have. Thanks for folks who are on tonight, like Chip, that had some fun questions and things. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care, and thanks for watching.
Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.